Hello, man. Hi, man. How are you doing? Saying it to myself because it's only me. It's only me chatting here. I was about to say it's only me in this room, in this live room. So, hey, man. What's up? I went out a little bit to basically just have a walk, obviously, because I've been inside the last couple of days. I think since Sunday, pretty much. I went out yesterday a little bit, but just a handful. Just a brief handful because I just inside writing recently. I'm writing for a paper. It's kind of a long thesis. It's a mix, but it's a different kind of approach to write for this course since it's more of a, I would say it's similar to a literature review because you are using a lot of articles, but I'm not gonna bore you with that. Anyway, where is the church? Is it through there? But either way, yeah, it's a long drawn out process, but it's coming to its end, and I have basically finished. I need to be done by tomorrow, and I already am. Now it's just the last part left, which is read through everything and check references, citations, check the structure, like paraphrase, I guess you say better, structure it, put some headlines, small things like that. It looks really nice here. It really does. I can't believe this month is now coming to its end. This month has just been so much. It's been like two classes, now a third one start, but two is coming to its end, and it's been job interviews. It's been just almost every day. Not every day would be an exaggeration, but it's been a lot about every day. And it's been nice to have a lot of things to do. I feel appreciative that I can say that I got actually another job. Wait, that's too much. I did not really get the job. I went for an interview, in-person interview. I actually thought I was going to go there and basically just sign the paper. The contract is a part-time, and it's a sales job, I can say. But to be honest, I mean, when I went there, I got overall I got a good feeling. I got a good general feeling, but I also kind of got a funny feeling from. There was one woman interviewing me there, and then there was a guy on link, on a digital link, on a screen, and he seems very knowledgeable. And it was just a few things that I said that I mean, I guess we just see it as different perspectives. When I asked more about their product or their service, and I see those things very interconnected. And he said basically, oh, this is not a product, it's more of a concept we are selling. Yeah, but come on, are you serious? I mean, I told him in the end, I think you and me, we mean the same thing. We are just basically seeing it from different spots. Because in business, you have to agree with me that when you're talking about whatever it is, when you are, because if you think about it, everything involves sales. Whatever you're doing, there is a bit of sales in everything almost. And presenting something, either way, either you have a product or you have a service providing. So that's what I said. I said, but the concept is like, yeah, the concept can be a service with a product, and the product, I mean, a product can also be viewed as a service. But yeah, you get the picture anyway. It was just some small, little bit funny things like that. And then also about, I mean, I understand it's a part-time position and I cannot expect too much pay, but the pay anyway, considering my experience, what I'm doing now, what I've been doing previously, and academic skills. And I know academic skills sometimes. Hello Foxy, how you doing? 13 dogs. Hey Parham. Hey bro. Happy Bunny, hi. Hi to you. Do you know where I am? Obviously you don't know where I am. But it looks nice though, right? Where are you guys from? This is Parham, this is in Sweden. In the south of Sweden. And I lived here now for a bit over a year. Before that I lived in Portugal. But I am from Sweden. Oh nice, Sri Lanka. I would really like to visit Sri Lanka. You know, I know Sri Lanka has a very, very much of a, should I say, tropical landscape. It's kind of a big country actually. I mean, obviously in comparison to India, it's way smaller, but it is still a large territory. Oh Foxy, hej, du har 13 hundar. So nice. I just finished, just wrapping up my conversation here, not the stream, but the topic I was having about a job. I mean, when you're a student and you get a part-time job, you cannot expect to have like the best salary that you would expect for a job. But the funny thing about it is, you know, you read, and because they ask me for what I have in mind for a salary and stuff like that, and obviously I've done my research, but the thing is that you may read a lot about salary, and when it comes to the truth, this is not even close what they offer you. So I found that funny. Anyway, now I didn't hear anything more from them. This was on Friday. And I left there. I didn't say like what's gonna happen now, blah blah, anything. Now I'm just laying low, and if I put it this way, I would not get hurt, or I would not mind. Maybe I should shift so you can see me also. I would not really bother if I did not get this position. It would not really hurt me. I mean, although it would be nice to have something related to do with your past experience while you're studying. All right. The time here, mate, is it's just about 5. Just about 5 in the afternoon. Oh yeah, I see now Foxy already answered it. Yeah, you know, this place where I'm living, it's so strange. I mean, when you look at, so, you know, I use Google Maps a lot, and I've traveled kind of a bit. I tend to find Sweden strange after been living as an expat for some years. and then coming here, you realize how everything is so, I would like to say clean, but what I mean is that a good example, okay, you go into a bar in Portugal, it can be kind of, yeah, it can be a bit dirty looking, like used. Obviously the price is way cheaper also, but that's another thing. I just find it nice to have like a place where things are more, little bit more disorganized in the way things look. Like who wanna go into a bar where it looks like you're going to a clinic? Happy Bunny, yeah, evening. Yeah, I am, now I'm just out for a walk. I've been writing on a paper for the past, let me see, today's Tuesday. The whole, basically for 6 hours. I mean, yeah, I don't know if it's exactly 6 hours, but yesterday the whole day basically, Sunday the whole day basically, and now I'm wrapping this up. Foxy, where in Africa are you going exactly? I've been to Africa also, but only on the northwestern part of Africa, which is Uganda. Okay, trying to locate it in my mind. I would like to say it's like kind of western part also, but more central west, or is it more central in the country? Uganda. So Happy Bunny, what are you doing? How is life in Sri Lanka? What are you doing there? Yeah, I can believe Uganda is very, very pretty. I don't know, I'm just trying to locate it in my mind. I feel like it could be around where Gambia is, or Nigeria, Senegal, Cameroon, around, you know what I mean? Around there, the western part. But I could be very wrong. It could probably be more, maybe it could be more like central around Democratic, is it called Democratic Republic of Congo? Anyway, I don't have a very skilled way of explaining the countries where they are located in Africa. Although I would consider myself really good on geography. I got top score when I was in high school actually, and I just really enjoy geography as a topic, as a side topic of one of mine. Are you going there to rescue dogs? That is amazing, you know. I sometime on my social medias is coming up these people that having, I think this was somewhere in Serbia, this guy who is saving dogs, and it's just amazing to do that. So you're just doing an amazing job to protect and save animals, you know. Animals are so, they are precious. I am 34. I am. And I just went out here. It's such a Halloween kind of weather. Look at this. Sweden is very nice. I mean, it's generally for the average person, the financial system is built up interestingly to have high taxes to provide a good livelihood for most people who are contributing to the system, even those people who are not contributing to the system, and that is the bad thing. But we don't need to get into the details that people can take advantage of it. But I guess that is one thing that could be improved. But I mean, in general, Sweden is super safe. it's clean air. We have a lot of regulations for keeping environment very clean when it comes to factories. It's laws, regulation and laws and policies to have a clean and sustainable environment essentially. And but there is all of course there are inequalities as everywhere. So I am very happy that I am a part of being and coming from here. It's absolutely a privilege to me that maybe not many people think about. I am very interested in social science, considering that's what I study also, but just in general also that society is complex, you know. And I say this because I know, Happy Bunny, you are from Sri Lanka, and I can't even imagine what kind of what should I call it, structure of like social structure, and what your social structure is. So I know that is so different from the Western perspective, that here we have institutions, for example, to support people in need, to support older people, to support children, you name it. I guess in more of the Asian tradition, you having more family oriented ways of having like your social network. And then I'm not even gonna go into trying to understand politics over there. It's a whole different thing, I can imagine. This park is actually really new. It's not new, but it's renovated. It's really renovated, and they have a fountain in here also. That sounds good, Foxy. But I don't believe that you are getting $6,500 for yourself, like as in a salary, for going to Uganda to save dogs. I could not. If that's what you say, what you mean, I have a hard time believing that actually. But I understand that you get $6,500 as in as a project, potentially working for an NGO, when you have fundraiser or donors contributing for this cause. That I know exists. I'm not sure you are now, if you are now starting to, how should I express this smoothly? You seem to be a little bit everything. And that can be the case. You can have many, what could I say? You could have many skills. Absolutely. Now it starts to rain here even more. I think I go for one small walk around here, and then I think I need to head home because I need to get back to riding, and I'm also a rider, but now I'm riding for another cause. I think also I forgot saying, that is actually good that I remember that. Yeah, I have already gone through how insanely like this month has been great actually, and it's not over yet. And it's going so fast, obviously, but it's a nice month. And now the election is coming up. This is what I find kind of interesting, to finally come to the point where it's gonna be, where it's gonna happen. You know, the election is finally going to occur, because it's been like a waiting for too much. We've been waiting. I mean, we, the Americans, has been waiting for kind of a long time. And it's just been all these campaigns, all these news, just finally get to the point and see who's gonna win the election. I'm not gonna put any values or any thoughts now into this video, into this live stream. Who should win, who should lose, who you should vote for. I'm not like that. You know, I just find it so annoying sometimes people say you should not vote for this or you should vote for that. I mean, just mind your own business, to be honest, and gather the information from all kinds of sources, build your own perception essentially, and make your own conclusion of what is best for you, what is your, because what it really gets down to is, what is your view of reality? How do you view, how do you view, or how wish you a society to evolve, and how do you view the society to be shaped? It's really about perceptions, reality perceptions. And that's why some people say, how can you vote for that? It's all about, you are completely turned away from reality and stuff like that. Look here, looks nice here. Yeah, so that is what I just, my end notes, I guess, for this video. You are completely responsible in gathering your own sources of information and make an assumption what is right for you. What do you believe would be the best for the country? I've made up my mind now. It's absolutely clear with that. It's obvious to me. And the only I guess the only downside of making an like an accepted, I guess the downfall of making a decision what you're voting for is that you don't know the repercussions today. There are going to be people that are hurt. Always. Doesn't matter what you vote for. You cannot satisfy everybody. And that is unfortunate. We wish everybody could just get better. And there is resources for it, if we have the right people behind the control. With that said, people, take care. It was nice chatting with you. See you around. Goodbye.